platonic solid is a regular convex polyhedron, which means it has congruent faces. It is said to be convex if its surface does not intersect itself and a line segment joining any 2 points of the polyhedron is contained in the interior of the surface.
An example of a regular convex polyhedron is a tetrahedron. It's regular because all of the faces are equilateral triangles. It's also convex as equilateral triangles are convex polygons, thus 2 points from the interior will not intersect with the surface of the shape.
The history of platonic solids date back to 430 BC, when Greek philosopher Plato theorized about the existence of the platonic solids and their relations to the elements. For example, the tetrahedron represents fire, the cube represents earth, the octahedron represents air, the isosahedron represents water, and finally the dodecahedron represents cosmos.
An Archimedean solid is a highly symmetric, semi-regular convex polyhedron composed of 2 or more regular polygons meeting at identical vertices. The term semi-regular means the polygons used are not all the same, however it is the same 2 or more polygons used repeatedly. There are only 13 Archimedean solids. Some are formed by truncating a platonic solid, creating a new face at each vertex. The number of vertices is equal to 720 degrees divided by the vertex angle defect.
An example of a semi-regular convex polyhedron is an icosahedron. It's semi-regular as opposed to regular, as it is composed of both triangles and pentagons. It is still a convex polyhedron as the faces used are all regular convex polygons. We begin constructing our icosahedron by creating what would be the middle of the shape. In this case, it was a decagon. From there, we built alternating triangles and pentagons, and at this point, the form of the solid began to take shape. We paid attention to the fact that at each vertex there were 2 pentagons and 2 triangles, and made sure there were 20 triangular faces and 12 pentagonal faces. We used 30 jelly babies and 60 toothpicks as this fits the properties of the solid. We decided to use toothpicks as they were uniform in length, which would give us regular polygons, and chose to use jelly babies instead of blue tack as we cannot alter the shape of jelly babies easily, making the vertices a lot stabler.
The icosahedron can be created in 2 ways from the platonic solids. The first being to truncate the icosahedron directly to the midpoint of each edge, forming an icosahedron, or the second being truncating a dodecahedron directly from the midpoint of each edge to form an icosahedron.
It's made up of 20 triangular faces, 12 pentagonal faces, 30 vertices, and 60 edges. Each vertex is congruent, containing 2 triangles and 2 pentagons, and each edge is identical, linking a triangle to a pentagon, meaning the shape is highly